I feel like the number one thing as a supplier within an MSP ecosystem is how do you separate yourself from the pack? So, how do you as a supplier stand out amongst thousands of other suppliers that do the same thing essentially, but you might do it better, or you find different avenues to excel at what you're doing, both as a delivery partner and then as well as a partner outside of just putting the butt in the seat per se. So, I think the main things that separates both IDR as well as, helps separate suppliers that become true partners than ones that remain kind of stagnant and the same is communication is number one, transparency, and then strategic alignment. So being upfront and honest about capabilities and doing business from a place of transparency and not secrecy, right? So being really, really honest about what your true capabilities are and what you're good at as a supplier. Not saying you can do everything. That's a false narrative, right? There's not many suppliers out there that do it all anymore. So, really being honest and transparent about what you're good at, why you're good at it, and giving examples of how you've been good at it in an MSP ecosystem. In addition to that, outside of the delivery piece, being a true partner means a lot of different things to a lot of different organizations. So, for us at IDR, I know we focus outside of the day to day delivery of what are the client's goals? What are our MSP's partners' goals for the program for the next 30, 60, 90 days, months, biannually, annually? What innovative solutions or technologies are we utilizing as a supplier that could help our MSP partners leverage and solve the client's problems, whatever that may be? So, how are we working with our MSP partners to achieve the mutual goal that the clients are having them set out to achieve as well? A lot of suppliers within MSP ecosystems, they get into one program and then they just have the expectation that they're going to get into others. And I think one thing that separates suppliers that are the status quo from ones that are being true partners is really doing their due diligence and asking the questions and doing the discovery before expressing interest in a program. So, what that means to us is not only uncovering if a program is a good fit for us as an organization, but also uncovering if we would be a good fit for the client. What categories is included in the list? Are there certain lists that are saturated? Understanding where a program is at. If a program has 100, 150 suppliers, more often than not, the timing is not going to be aligned for a new supplier to be added. MSPs take a lot of time working with clients to come up with optimizations and rationalization timelines and make sure that they get down to a list of suppliers that can show up in that true partnership fashion. Being a supplier, a large supplier of MSP programs, we know that if we were one of the top 5 to 10 suppliers in a program where rationalizations and cutting of suppliers is happening, the market share of those top 5 to 10 is going to be increased by that happening. So we would be thankful and understanding of where a program is at, I think is just like the first step in showing up additionally outside of that delivery method. And then the last thing I'll mention is from a partnership perspective is, suppliers' expectations, at least from IDR's end or point of view, is we show up when business is slow. We show up when business is not slow, when it's booming, but we certainly have to make decisions as an organization to show up in ways outside of the typical expectations as a supplier partner, like I mentioned above. So kind of going outside the box, thinking outside the box, partnering outside the box with our MSP partners and the clients to help them meet and achieve those goals.